Yo, what's up? This is a little bit of a last minute video. Like, that's why the production stuff probably doesn't look great. But I just saw this report on Instagram. I figured, I'm gonna pick up the camera and just talk about it. My first reactions. John Wall reportedly, John Wall and the Rockets both agreed to part ways. Now, not too shocked to see that, to be honest. I mean, you got a rebuilding team in the with that being the Houston Rockets, and then John Wall, a veteran guy, who's looking to be a contender, and compete for a contending team. I don't know how that's gonna happen, man. I mean, John Wall is on a $44 million contract, which is just absolutely absurd. I mean, don't get me wrong, John Wall had a decent year. I'm making some ramen too right now, so that's why I'm messing around with packing. Yeah, I had some chicken and rice earlier, like an hour ago, and I'm still hungry. So I'm like, you know what? I guess I'll just throw a ramen together. But anyways, yeah, it's going to be really weird, man. Honestly, my prediction with John Wall is it's going to go down to two things, right? I think it's either going to go down to a buyout situation, which it's going to take him a long time to reach that decision, I feel like, because no one wants to buy out $45 million. And that's just for the first season. I'm pretty sure he's on a 2-year deal, plus he has a player option. So you pretty much got 90 mil you got to buy out. So, dude, this is actually a lot harder than you think, trying to record and make this ramen. Hold on. I'm going to take you guys with me to the trash can. The trash can, just like the Washington Wizards organization. Oh, you Wizards fans are going to kill me for that one. Oh, my God. Listen, I got nothing wrong with the Wizards. It's just ever since I made that Wizards video and those Wizards fans been going on my neck. Well, I got some beef with you Washington Wizards fans. That's all. But anyway, anyways, yeah, it's gonna be really weird because buying out 90 mil. Because Blake Griffin's was a little bit easier. Buying out 30 mil is a lot easier than having to buy out 45 mil for 2 years with John Wall. So that situation's going to be tough. When it comes to trade packages, the only teams I could really think would A, be interested in John Wall, and B, would actually be able to have the assets to trade for John Wall would probably go down to the Dallas Mavericks, since Kristaps Porzingis, they've had some, he's been pretty disgruntled being the number 2 guy in Dallas. Maybe he comes over to the Rockets. He's seen as he probably wouldn't even be the number 1 option, but maybe he sees himself as the number 1 option for Houston. Somewhat young guy, and Kristaps still has some good years left to head into his prime. Obviously, injury prone. We know the problems with Kristaps Porzingis. But you get off of that John Wall contract. You bring in some new scenery. Dallas, you get rid of Kristaps. You bring in John Wall to add some more star power. I don't know how much better that would make Dallas, but it would make them fun to watch. I mean, a John Wall, Luka Doncic backcourt could be really fun to watch. And then other teams, maybe the 76ers could work around trading Ben Simmons to the Rockets. Maybe the Rockets play him at the 3 or 4 position. And the Sixers are like, hey, listen, we could bring in, near, not necessarily an all-star caliber player, but a very near all-star caliber player, just to change up the scenery there in Philly. I'm not really sure if they would do that, though. And then maybe the Clippers could make a trade. Maybe throw in Marcus Morris, Luke Kennard, and Eric Bledsoe. You got something going there. And then maybe a second-round pick or something to get John Wall. I don't know. So yeah, there definitely are a few options, not more than that. Those are just some that came off the top of my head. But other than that, I can't picture teams being able to make trades for that contract, because that contract is a $45 million contract is tough to work around, especially when it's John Wall. Just pouring out the juices here. But yeah, man, we'll have to see what happens. My prediction is that John Wall's probably just gonna sit out this season. We might not see John Wall basketball this year. Which sucks, you know. I love watching John Wall, and it was cool to see him back in the league. He actually had a pretty good year last year. He averaged like 20 points and 7 assists. Now, it wasn't the most efficient 20 points, but, you know, from coming back after not playing 2 years of basketball, it's definitely a solid year. He's definitely still got a lot of talent left in the tank. Nice. Not nice. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens. My prediction, like I said, is I think he's just going to sit out for the rest of the season until they get something figured out. Or maybe if they're halfway through the season, they're thinking, hey, listen, we might just have to do a buyout because we're not going to do anything big in free agency anyway since we're a rebuilding team. So we just might have to do that. But yeah, that's sort of my initial thoughts off of this John Wall trade. Let me know, any trade packages you're thinking of. Obviously, people are going to say the Lakers and shit like that to troll around. I'm just walking around. I don't know what's... But, yeah. Peace.